Okay, this is the Callaway Apex Iron review, just the standard iron at the moment. As I've said on the blog, I think this iron is a very nice looking iron. It feels really good off the face, and the data would suggest it's doing its job. I think when people try this iron, they're probably going to be looking for vast amounts of distance, and I don't think that's what this iron is built for. What it's built for is to be forgiving. It's still a distance iron, but it's not going to live up to your ex-hot iron. It's a forged player iron, but for the player that doesn't hit the ball as consistently good as what the Apex Tour and the previous model, the X Forged, is actually aimed at. But overall, I'm really quite tempted certainly to put some of these in my bag in the longer irons and maybe go for the Apex Tour, which I will do another review on in the shorter irons, because what I was finding was I was getting good ball speed for swings that I wasn't really swinging very well. I didn't hit them particularly great. I didn't hit them particularly bad either, but the swings I was producing on this day weren't particularly great, and yet I'm still getting a good average carry of 183, which would be about right. I carry my 7 iron about 170. I'd expect my 6 iron about 180. So maybe 3 or 4 yards longer than where I am with my current irons. So I'll be quite happy putting these in my bag. You can see I was swinging around 92 miles an hour, and the ball speed was still pretty good. Spin rate's nice and low, and the launch angle tends to be a little bit lower, but you can see I'm getting decent height with the ball. The descent's pretty good, and I'd still expect that 6 iron to pitch on the green and stop reasonably quickly. Okay, so when we go and have a look at all the data, you can see pretty good. I think my worst or my slowest ball speed was 127.4, and my highest was 129.7, and they're all carrying very similar, very consistent, and I think that's what you look for in a forged iron. I think with the cast iron you can get one that jumped, and if you've watched my review on the speed blade, although powerful, front to back, shortest to longest, there was a big gap here from shortest to longest. There's maybe 3 yards, 6 yards. There was one that jumped 194 with the speed blade. So for me personally, looking at a forged iron, if I wasn't looking for an absolute player's iron, this would certainly be one that I'd consider to put in my bag. I think it's good, it looks good, it feels good. Off centre hits, it's good. Centre hits, it's wonderful. Overall, I think it's a great iron, and anyone who's looking for a new set of sticks this year, who are looking for a forged iron, this has got to be very high in the consideration. Hope you enjoyed it. Any problems or any questions, please feel free to drop me an email at tom@motleygolf.co.uk, and I hope you enjoyed the blog. Thank you.